Best greetings from Kyiv, the capital of Ukraine. My name is Victor Fursu, and today I'm in the center of Kyiv at Maidan of Independence, or Square of Independence, in the most of the center of Kyiv. And by the way, you can recognize here all the monuments, sculptures, and all memorial here which is devoted to people who died here 4 years ago in 2014. And by the way, here's the memorial, but people are still coming because it's a weekend time, and some people are walking around trying to sell souvenirs and just enjoying themselves. And of course the youth is coming and just walking around, maybe just dating and just enjoying themselves as well. But not today. I'm talking about the history, because history is not so interesting and it's not so profitable at the present time in Ukraine. I will tell you a little bit more about something more useful, about English language. And what's about English language? Today I just came back from Toastmasters English club, which was met in just one of the cafes here near the center. And this Toastmaster English club is just from the group of Toastmasters Ukraine, people who are speaking Ukrainian and also English, because there are 6 clubs Toastmasters Ukraine in Kiev, in Lviv, in Odessa, in some other cities, and these people enjoy and speak just in front of public, and this for developing their public speaking skills. Well, and of course, what's about English? I would like to tell you about English, because English, this is the most profitable, what you can develop yourself using your skills and skills of your teachers, and actually to train yourself and to train yourself just to increase your profit and your salary. And by the I'm sitting here on these stairs, which is just disrupted, which has corroded here 4 years ago. You can see all these stairs. This is like a memorial from the 4 years ago battle here, which was here. But what's about English? I'm very pleased to sit here on these stairs and tell you about English. How to learn English, how to speak English, and why you don't need to speak English at the present time in Ukraine and maybe in former USSR. Well, because this is one definite reason, because with English you can develop yourself personally, and of course you can find another job with more profitable salary. Why? Actually, because here in the former USSR you do not need for taste. Don't forget about it, I'm not joking. You are thinking that you are an important person, but in your country you are just not so much valuable, because if you are working for governmental organization, the governmental organization will pay you just a little bit money. Okay, so if you're working for pharmaceutical company or just commercial company, your salary will be much better. So you can have a choice. If you are just going to be graduated from university, never go to states organization, because you will receive just the salary like a beggar, like here at the present time. But if you go to commercial company, still it's very hard to earn decent salary. But if you can go abroad with your decent and high level English, so you can earn much more money, at least in 10, 20, 30 or even more times, rather than earn here just a very cheap salary monthly, half year and annually. And by the way, if you're coming somewhere else, you can select yourself what country you can come. And what's about your profession? Don't worry about your profession. All kind of profession is useful just somewhere abroad, not here. Because if you are just engineer, medical doctor, teacher, or the scientist, you can find appropriate place for life and for job. And how you can learn also language? For that you need to come to appropriate place where you can speak with people, where you can train yourself. So always try to find place where you can meet with people and enjoy yourself, and where you can recognize your skills, and when you will be appreciated yourself, and when you can train yourself together with other people. And why? Because together with other people, together with foreigners, you can train your skills, your public speaking skills, and definitely you can train your English, or maybe another language. If you know just Spanish, Portuguese, just French, German, that's very nice indeed. So that's why if you have more than English language, your skills will be higher than average of people. every way here around. But still don't forget that your valuable skills are not very much appreciated here, because here this is a labor market with very low prices for a job. So what's about how to train your language? And definitely you can use also just internet, you can use different movies, you can use different abilities of a modern internet. So you can use a Skype, you can use just email, you can communicate with people through just Periscope. All people just like to communicate through all these media, which are very easy to use now, and you can communicate with other people just in front of you, or you just over the ocean. So you still will communicate with people. Initially you can talk with them free of charge. If you want to receive just some payable lessons, okay, you can pay for some special lessons through Skype, or you can pay for meetings with people. So you can pay for private lessons, because actually private lessons, personal lessons, they're much more valuable rather than you can learn it just only from your textbook yourself. Always, if you are learning just 10 words every day, okay, or 10 words just every week, still you need to train yourself, and only your private teacher, your personal friend, can teach you appropriate manners, and it can transform you to another personality, because still you need society, you need community with whom you can communicate, you can share your skills, you can share the ability to communicate in other language, in a foreign language, in English. So that's why private teacher is very much useful. So initially you can come maybe for training course, just maybe not very high level training course where you can meet with many people in a group, so you will have just kind of a communication and competition between them, so you can see the level of your just English. So, and after that you can make just communication with your private teacher, who will teach you and who will just increase your level of English to advanced level, or just maybe to fluent level, and that's really very much useful. So that's a short story, maybe for short introduction here, the center of Kiev, and talking about the importance of English language and the importance of communication and learning English with a teacher. If you are interested to learn English language with a teacher, well, or if you're interested in my movies as well, so I can propose you also my help. So you can communicate with me down way in comments, you can ask me questions, or maybe I can be your private teacher as well. Maybe we can work here around Maidan, maybe we can visit some historical places, maybe we can learn not only the history of Ukraine, but also to learn English, and we can train together. I will train you, and you can tell me your stories, and it's much more personally, and it can be very much interesting and entertaining, and I guess it will be very much useful for you. I promise that it will be useful. These English language lessons will be very much useful for you. So subscribe to my channel, and if you are interested in English lessons, ask me and I can provide you some English lessons, private and personal lessons for you. Okay, watch my channel, press likes, write your comments, and see you soon on my channel as well. Good luck and bye bye.